Good morning, everybody. I'm Osman Tounjel. Today, I want to talk to you about the benefits of CUSCEN ERP, but from a higher level and a different level than just specifics on software. We will be covering specific benefits and functionality of the software as we go through this morning, but from a decision maker's perspective, the types of things that people really look at as a benefit or as a must-have when they select an ERP product. So I want to talk to you about why you would look at CUSCEN ERP, and then we can move into the products to see why the functionality would suit you. Thank you. Next one. So, as I said, the two areas I want to look at is the key benefits of CUSCEN and why choose CUSCEN for your business. Move forward. At a high level, as a key decision criteria, nearly everybody who is looking at software worldwide looks at this. They look at the experience and the knowledge of the software vendor first before they shortlist which ones they're going to evaluate and have a look at in detail. It's no use looking at 20 different products, which will confuse you, and there is far too much information to try and absorb. You really need to get your decision criteria very highly sorted out. So the experience and knowledge of the software vendor, in this case Sunfix, with our CUSCEN product, the functionality and the fit to your particular industry, you'd be looking at as a very important factor before you even start to evaluate software. So you really need to understand whether the software that you are looking to evaluate or the software vendors you're looking to evaluate do have the functionality and the fit to your industry. So it needs to be fit for the purpose for your specific industry type. And for functionality and fit to your specific business. No two businesses, even if they are in the same market space or sell even similar products, have the exact same fit or requirement for their business. Everybody's processes, everybody's procedures, the way they operate is quite different in each organization, even if they are identical products or competitive products in the wider market. This is not just in the US or the Western countries. This applies right across the world. So it's very important that when you look at a product, or before you look at a product, you must choose one that does a functional fit, not only to your industry, but the way your business operates. And we'll have a look at that in a minute as well. And of course, finally, a key decision criteria is that the pricing of the software that you decide to go ahead with or purchase must be within your budget or suitable for the budget that you have allocated. And quite often, I have seen many instances where when we're doing evaluations, the budget has not been set, or the budget is not known, or it's too high or too low. Either way, it can delay and cause difficulties in an evaluation process. So we will work with you in trying to understand the type of budget you are working with. And of course, with our SaaS subscription type budgeting or pricing, it is very, very well geared to suit most budgets across most industries and companies. And we'll have a look at that later on in the demonstration today. Next. Okay, so why choose CUSCEN for your business? Or in this case, let's talk about all our consultants. We have industry-leading consultants that are specifically knowledgeable in your business area. We have many customers in multiple different industry verticals who have specific experience in the type of business and industry that you operate in. They have many decades of experience and knowledge across different types of operations within industry and across industry. In Asia Pacific, we already have 150 plus successful implementations that we've achieved over the last 8 years. Now, with our expansion in the United States and into Australia, New Zealand, and other Southeast Asian countries, we expect that number to grow dramatically or very quickly. Of course, another thing you must look at is that the customer base that we currently have must be happy and referenceable. So that we are very happy to say that the majority of our customers are happy and are referenceable customers. And you will be able to see that when you choose your software, or you need to do a reference point on how they operate. Bearing in mind, of course, if they're a competitor, sometimes they are somewhat less open to giving references because they feel they need to protect their internal IP, if you like, or their internal knowledge and what they're doing. But nonetheless, we have very good referenceable customers. And final point here, the effective and smooth implementation and training that we provide. One of the things you do when you look at an organization to purchase from, such as CUSCEN or CUSCEN product, is how effectively it can be implemented into your organization. How quickly and smoothly can we put it in? What is the training like? This is all part of the decision-making criteria. How does the software vendor implement and put the software into your organization? There are no fixed methodologies that should fit every industry or every company. Unfortunately, many software companies around the world try to force people into a particular way of implementing or particular methodology, which doesn't necessarily suit the way your company operates or based on your available resources, your available time, and the way that you specifically want to maybe piece by piece or stage by stage implementation. So we're very flexible in how we do that. We match it to your requirements and how we roll out the functionality stage by stage, function by function, and we train and implement successfully without pushing and rushing through the process. I think these are very important decision-making criteria, other than just looking at what does the software look like? Can it do this? Can it do that? There's much more to a decision in selecting software than just looking at functionality or features. You need to really understand the background and the capabilities and strengths of the company and the products, such as CUSCEN. We are very strong in this area, and we deliberately created our business based on this model because we make it very customer-centric, which is basically what our name means, customer-centric. So we revolve around what the customer needs. So it's centered on the customer's requirements and the customer's way of doing business. Next slide. Okay, as I said, the last comment, the software has been designed right from the beginning with the customer in mind. So we've been very customer-centric, very customer-focused in designing and building this software. And that has pretty much shown itself to be very successful, given the success we have had in the last 8 years, just in half a dozen countries or 8 or 9 countries in Southeast Asia. They quite often comment how this works exactly the way I want it to work. It fits my company. It's doing the type of thing that I would like my company to do, rather than being forced into a model, or if you like, a functional way that the software forces you to do. It's very adaptable, very flexible, and can be personalized to suit a company or users if you wish. Further than that, we talked about a competitive and flexible pricing model to suit your business based on subscription. Subscription pricing models, we have multiple different subscription models that can suit the size of your business. Now, one of the big benefits, of course, of subscription pricing is that it allows you to start off small and grow into the number of users. So you could start with 15 users, for instance, and then as your business evolves and grows, you can add users as you go. And as you grow, it's a subscription license, so it doesn't cost you a fortune like it used to in the old days before subscription, where you needed to buy tens of thousands of dollars worth of software or hundreds of thousands upfront. Now, we're available on multiple clouds. We're in public cloud like AWS, which is the Amazon Web Server. We're also on Azure from Microsoft, and also on Google Cloud. So you have a choice of either one of those, or a private cloud, which means that basically you could have your own cloud-based system implemented in your business, on your premises. So you'd be running a private cloud-based business or a subscription-based business for your branches and just centers right across wherever your business is as well. Now, the private cloud on your premises is pretty much like the old days where we used to say on-premise, but it's running in the cloud, so that you get all the benefits of the cloud, plus all the benefits of having it on your own premises if you chose to go that path. So all these factors are very important in the decision-making criteria that you must look at before you even start looking at functionality. And of course, the functionality will seal your decision-making, saying, right, not only have we got all this factors correct, but the functionality suits our business, the pricing suits our business, the model for implementation suits our business, the experience of the CUSCEN team is very, very deep and very wide in our particular type of business. They have good referenceable clients and very good skills across the board in the type of business and countries that we operate in. As you saw in one of the earlier slides, and you can see on the bottom right-hand side of this screen, we are in about a dozen countries right now and growing fast. And I look forward to working with you all. As you can see from my title, I'm Director of the Asia Pacific region. So even though I am in Australia and Director of the Australian business and New Zealand business, I am also Asia Pacific focused. So I spend a lot of time visiting many countries in your region as well. A couple of things I will add that I will tell you that in Australia, if you have any business opportunities in Australia, I also have 2 people currently working with me. One is a manufacturing construction specialist and distribution, of course, and another is financials and reporting and distribution expert. Both between the 2 of them have about 35 years experience in the business. These people are not only available for Australia and New Zealand, but they are also well known in their own marketplaces where they originated from, in Malaysia, in Singapore, in the Philippines, Indonesia, and various other English-speaking countries. Of course, we will be extending our reach into those countries as we move forward.